Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another update of mine during the legislative session. If you've been watching my updates, you know I try to come to you from a different part of the district, and today I'm here at the Pascagoula River Park. It's a great day out. I see boats, and you got the seagulls, and you got people fishing and crabbing. I think anybody who's from the coast would tell you this is why we live down here, and this is one of the greatest parts of the state of Mississippi and what makes Mississippi great. So it's great to be here, and we got done in the session yesterday. Thursday was the deadline to pass bills off the floor of the Senate and in the House, to pass them off there. If they didn't pass out, then the bill died. So it was a very hectic week, and Thursday in particular was big, but we did a lot of stuff. I'm proud to say passed a number of significant bills. One, if you saw some of my Facebook posts about the charter school bill, was able to work with the chairman to put an amendment in there that looked after the schools locally. And if you want to find out all the details, you can go to my Senator Bryce Wiggins Facebook page. I kind of detail all of that. And by the way, I'm going to be, and I have been putting updates as legislation goes through on that page, so you can follow it there. One of the things that I worked on this week that actually was off the floor as chairman of Medicaid and subcommittee chairman of the funding side of the Family and Children Services, I met with the Dr. Chandler and his staff from the new agency, proposed new agency, in particular to address the unfortunate situation that is our foster care system in the state of Mississippi, and we need to get that addressed. The governor has asked for additional funds for there, but more important than that, there's an interesting statistic that I don't think many people know, but a quarter of all the children in foster care are from the bottom three counties, Harrison, Jackson, and Hancock. And I talked to Dr. Chandler about that, and we're going to do what I call triage, at least that's what they're telling me, to get a handle on this as a start. There's a long ways to go, but was meeting on that, and you know, we owe it to our children that are in foster care and to the taxpayers of the state of Mississippi to see that gets done. Back to a couple of the bills that passed the floor of the Senate. I'm proud to say that in continuing my work on early education and taking this to the next level to get us on par with other states like Georgia and West Virginia, we passed out what is called an interagency council, which will streamline the paperwork and will help in information sharing between the different agencies that have responsibility for early education. So if you followed my legislative career, you know that 5 years ago, early education was nowhere in Mississippi. We've passed the Early Learning Collaborative Act in 2013 that has received national recognition as a way to address early education. Everybody from Idaho to places in Georgia to national interest groups have commended us for what we've done on that. So I was with the legislation that passed the Senate. I met with the Governor Bryant, and I met with Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves. They're all committed to the early education in the state because it's the right thing to do, and I appreciate that. Just a couple other things that passed the Senate. We had one of the big fights was the airport in Jackson being restructured. While we didn't really have a dog in that fight, it was pretty contentious on the floor. But you know, that's why we debate those things. Also, a couple of the biggest bills we passed were consolidation bills. We're consolidating a couple of agencies. At least that's the proposed legislation. We've sent that to the Senate. It'll, according to the appropriations chair, it will streamline the agencies, bring them more in line, and give us a better budgeting picture of what's going on. Unfortunately, there's a lot of fraud and double charging that goes on in the agencies, and we need to get a handle on it. So that'll go to the House, and there's a lot of work to be done on that, but it's been, we'll see what happens. So that's pretty much it for the week. And starting next week, the bills from the House come over, and our bills from the Senate go over to the House, and we'll start working in committee. So if you get a chance, come on by, send me emails, contact me via Facebook, or give me a call. And just to kind of close out here, gonna show you the beautiful scenery we have back here. And if you, right behind me, we got the going up the Pascagoula River, the East Pascagoula River, and you see the boats out there. So we have a great facility out here, and glad to say that a large part of this has been paid for through the Tidelands funds that come through the legislature, and through some of the federal environmental funds that come through. So we've been able to put these good things in place. So come to you next week. See you soon. Thanks.